Bibi Netanyahu is full of, and I also won't say it, but this is how he's been for 30 years. And the U.S. has done his bidding. And in that case, and again, I apologize for my slip, yes, we sent our own to die out of complete phony pretenses, not wrong, not mistaken, not an illusion, but because of a PR exercise to fight a war, because we must understand that behind everything we're talking about, whether it's expanding NATO, whether it's bringing down Russia, whether it is fighting and bringing down Saddam or Assad or Gaddafi, the arrogance in Washington is the first point of reference. They don't believe this is hard. They don't believe it's costly. They don't believe it will go wrong. They screw up every time. They fail every time, and they get promoted every time. They don't go away when they lose. Look at Lindsey Graham. He's been wrong on every single war, on every single piece of American foreign policy, and he's still standing up there telling us what to do because there's no accountability.
But also no shame or inner compass. I mean, you would think...
Oh, of course, no shame.
But don't you feel shame when you're wrong? Especially when...
Yeah, you try to be right. Absolutely.
Your bad decisions hurt people? I mean, gosh.
And Iran doesn't want a nuclear weapon. But Iran does not want to be defeated militarily by Israel, does not want to be bombed to hell by Israel, and does not want to be sanctioned to death economically by the United States, which the U.S. has been doing now for endless years.
40,
so Iran has said for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, unequivocally, we don't want a nuclear weapon. We want an agreement with you. We want you to lift sanctions, and we want a no nuclear system, and with all verifications and monitoring and safety as well. We want to have our nuclear power plants. We want our own military. We're not going to disarm in a region where Israel attacks every country in the region. And by the way, where we have other enemies as well. So we are not going to unilaterally disarm in our region. But we do not want a nuclear weapon. The truth is that has been known for a dozen years in detail at the highest levels. And
what's the problem? That seems like a pretty good basis for an agreement.
The problem, there is no problem in reaching a sound agreement because Netanyahu says, no, we need to bomb the hell out of them. We need to defeat them like we defeated Saddam and Assad and Gaddafi. We need to take out this evil regime. That's his line.
So it's not about nukes, what you're saying. You're saying it's not about nukes, it's about regime change.
I think for sure. And that's been true all along.
Iran, so why not just say that? Why lie? Why does Fox News tell me every single, not that I have a TV, but I hear Fox News is telling everyone every day they're moments away from a nuclear. We cannot allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Day after day after day. Why not just say no?
I think, by the way, that's true. And Iran would agree with that. Okay? Yes, that's what we're saying.
So, but if you went on television right now, if you were back on your old perch on Morning Joe and you said, actually, Iran doesn't want a nuclear weapon, they would accuse you immediately of being an agent of Iran.
They might. Because maybe someone would tell them in their little earpiece to say that, because that's how it works.
But you're saying that's true. I mean, you're acting like that's like a non-controversial statement. No, Iran doesn't want to bomb. They've said they don't. They just don't want to get attacked.
They have said for years, remove our sanctions, normalize relations, stop trying to overthrow us, tell your bulldog Israel to stop threatening us with war. And we can have perfectly normal relations, and we don't want a nuclear weapon. It's a much bigger headache than we want. We don't want it.
Well, that is not the story that any American news channel tells ever.
I'm shocked. We live in the world of narratives. Then we installed a police state known as the Shah of Iran and SAVAK, its supposed intelligence and enforcement authority from 1953 to 1978, when the Shah was dying of cancer and he was a hated figure in Iran. Jimmy Carter was talked into taking him into into the United States, and that provoked the reaction and the taking of hostages of American hostages in Iran. And the Iranian Revolution was taken badly by the United States, but Iran had been our fortress. And why Iran? Because this was part of our anti-Soviet effort. Right. This was part of our Cold War effort. So Iran turned from police state ally to America's foe and Israel's foe. And by the way, in 1980, the United States and 1981 in particular, the United States armed Saddam Hussein massively to go kill Iranians. So we told Iraq, go invade Iran. And we supported an absolutely bloody, disastrous war between Iraq and Iran.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند